What's going on, guys? It is Lone Courier, and yeah, we're back after quite a really long break, and I'm just gonna apologise right now for barely uploading, but I don't know, I was kind of busy with school, and I guess like the whole thing with the whole YouTube thing, I just couldn't really find the inspiration for doing it, but I'm back and focused again, and I really just want to keep doing this. So yeah, one thing that I've seen a lot of videos on recently is Black Ops 3, and everybody's talking about, oh, the PDW's been found in the game files, the MP7's been found in the game files, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Now, the thing I would just want to point out here is just because the PDW and the MP7 have been found in the game files doesn't mean they will be a part of this game. Now, you're probably thinking, why is that? Because a few guns in Advanced Warfare were found in the game files, but they also got released. Now, this is the thing that I'm going to say right here, and that is just because it's part of the game files doesn't mean it's part of the actual game's plan. It doesn't mean that it's ever going to be released with DLC. Now, the part of this is, back in Advanced Warfare, the first few months of the game, I remember, I'm not really a fan of the guy, but I remember watching one of Ali A's videos on it, and he was talking about the, in Advanced Warfare, it had a few weapons in the game files, such as the USP, the UMP-45, RPG, M16, guns like that. And obviously the M16 and the AK were released, but I think my main point here is there were also weapons like the M4A1 and, quite a lot of MW3 weapons, because that's obviously the game they worked on previously, Sledgehammer Games. But, yeah, with games, like game developers, it's not unusual for them to reuse assets in their games. I mean, like, a lot of companies have done it. There's also cases in Fallout New Vegas where there is some stuff that's from Fallout 3, but you just can't use it, Like, there is quite a few other games that have stuff from their previous game that you can't use, or you could all. It depends what kind of game it is. I was about to say you could possibly use it through console commands, but that's more Fallout. But in terms of Call of Duty, there's no way that you're going to be able to use the PW unless Treyarch strictly actually release it themselves. But just because something's in the game files for a Call of Duty game doesn't mean it's ever going to come out, because there's a lot of stuff that gets reused every single year, and every single year these big YouTubers hear about these guns being in the game files, and then they release videos on them talking about, oh my god, the PDW is confirmed, it's going to be out this year as part of DLC, blah blah blah. No, that's just clickbait videos. That's a way of getting more views a lot of the time. And I know a lot of YouTubers that make videos on that, and I'm not calling you guys out, I'm not shit talking your channel, you probably make pretty good content, but there is the big YouTubers that use these kind of news articles as just topics for videos, and they use really clickbait titles when they make them. Like, say for example, they'll slap on the exclamation marks and then they'll just title their video PDW in Black Ops 3, and that just misleads everyone, and it does nothing but like confuses people. It doesn't strictly prove a point, it doesn't strictly say anything. It doesn't discuss anything. You're just going, yeah, they've found that in the game files and possibly it will come out this year, but I don't know anything because, Treyarch keep these things up their sleeves, blah, blah, blah. And that's just how their videos go. They're I hate to say it, but that's how a lot of YouTubers make their videos. They'll just go, oh yeah, this news thing just got released, blah, blah, blah. I don't know anything more than what every other YouTuber knows and what every other fan knows, blah blah blah. Like my videos, subscribe to my channel, all that shit. And yeah, it's just kind of weird. But yeah, just because it's in the game files doesn't mean it's ever gonna actually be usable in game. I think that's what everybody needs to remember right now, is because there will be a lot of guns and such that are reused, not reused, but like a lot of guns that are in the game files. Like, say for example, I can bet the SWAT 557 is in the game files. I can bet the AN94 is in the game files. I can bet the Scar H is in the game files. But that doesn't mean they're going to use them. I mean, they might use parts of them, because just some weird things. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know much about game files and like PC games myself, but what I do know is that a lot of stuff is reused every single year, And that's not a cheap development tactic or anything. That's just an easier way of making a game, you know, because you don't have to start from this. You don't have to start from scratch. And I mean, in terms of Call of Duty, it's a game that you've only got a 3-year development cycle for. Obviously, you're not going to start from scratch every 3 years and build yourself up a new engine. You know, like, it's just one of those things. I mean, like, even in terms of stuff that's been reused, the engine is still fairly old. I mean, it's realistically the core fundamental values of it. It still is the Quake engine from way ages ago, and you know they've just been heavily modified since. I mean, like Treyarch have got their, well, they started off using the Infinity Ward engine, which was developed for Call of Duty 4. It wasn't an entirely new engine, it's just heavily modified versions of the Quake engine. And then basically the Black Ops 3 engine is just like a Frankenstein type engine, and it's a modified version of the Infinity Ward one. It's Treyarch's take on the Infinity Ward engine, you know, like they've changed some things to how Treyarch want it to be. And you know, Treyarch have got their own version of the Infinity Ward engine, which is a version of the Quake engine. So that's another reused thing. So it's not strange then that the PDW is in the game files somewhere. But yeah, just because that's like being posted by a lot of YouTubers doesn't mean it's true. Blah blah blah. Another thing that I want to talk about right now is yesterday, well, probably 2 days ago, at the time I posted this video, but there was the free legendary AK-47 variant on Advanced Warfare, and trust me, I was wanting to get it. I was going to make a few videos on it. Well, I was going to make one video on it, actually, to be precise. And yeah, well, it turns out that I lost my copy of Advanced Warfare, and I found it today, which is the day after it got released. But it's quite a fairly low-key thing, you know, like, not a lot of people knew about it, you know, just, I only found out, like, yesterday morning when I saw Prestige's Keys video, and I was like, right, I might have a chance, and it took me that long to find my copy of AW that by the time I found it, the thing was up. But yeah, might make a few more Advanced Warfare videos if you keep posting stuff, but yeah. I'm just going to say that I'm not going to shit all over the game. You know, like, I did do a review of it. Well, I didn't do a review of it. I just did my thoughts on it. Well, I only posted the negative thoughts, but, you know, I just thought you guys probably wouldn't care about the positive ones. But, yeah, I didn't really pick too many faults with the game. I mean, there was quite a few faults and such, but, you know, it's not like I'm shitting all over the game and just going, yeah, this game's terrible, I'm never going to play it again. So, I mean, there might be a chance that if they release something for AW that I might post a video on it, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to go back to being an AW channel. And this doesn't mean that I'm still a Call of Duty channel at heart. I mean, like, at heart, this was supposed to be a Fallout channel, and I just decided, oh, yeah, I like Call of Duty, so I might as well post that. And so, yeah. Some more Fallout content will be posting shortly, but just keep in mind that this is going to be a more of a general YouTube channel soon. It won't just be Call of Duty. It'll be Call of Duty, Fallout, you know, all these other games as well. I might post some Destiny stuff, but I'd need all the DLC first. You know, I've only been playing the vanilla game, and I love it so far. So, yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. It's been a long career, guys. Peace out. I'll see you in the next one.